All right, so hopefully this works where you can hear me and see. I'm just gonna go through my welcome slide the way that I would if I was at school today. So you get a little bit about me and a little bit about the class and how it's gonna run. So obviously this is the 2025-2026 school year. There's my name, that should be on your schedule today. Obviously I won't be there, but that's the name that should be on your schedule. A little bit about me. My name is Kate Sweeso. I'm actually a Katy ISD grad. I graduated from Cinco Ranch High School before going to Texas A&M University, where I majored in biomedical science and chemistry. This is my 15th year teaching. I've been teaching CAP or AP chemistry every single year that I have taught, so this isn't my first rodeo. I was at Harker Heights High School for 3 years, and then I've been at Tompkins High School for 10 years. This is my 11th year here. I'm also, in addition to being the AP Chem teacher, I'm the head men's and women's swimming coach. So before and after school, once I get back, I will be down at the pool most days. I'll have a few days where I'll have practice end early so I can be down in my room, but I will be down at the pool quite a bit. And then, of course, I got some pictures of my kiddos. In the top right, you'll see me and my husband. Fun fact, he's an AP at Seven Lakes High School. So he started as a swim and dive coach. So we were rival coaches, and now we're just at rival schools. So that's really fun. And then in the far right, you see my dad with my son, Charlie. My dad actually teaches at Tompkins. He's a physics teacher downstairs. So you might know him, Mr. Ikram. And then I got my kiddos. The oldest is Charlie, he's 3, and the youngest is Henry. He was just born, and he's 7 weeks old. And then on the left-hand side, you'll see the Lions. I'm a huge Lions fan, so you'll know once I get back every Monday after a Lions game, I put the results on the board, and if you're a football fan, we got to talk about it. So go Lions. Maternity leave, obviously that's the elephant in the room since I am not here. So let's kind of go through this. Obviously, I will not be out long, okay, 4 weeks. So that's good. It's not like I'm going to be out for the full 12 weeks. So that's fantastic. I will miss Unit 0. That is a Cap Chem or 10th grade chemistry review. You know everything that will be taught. Nothing will be new. Solutions, stoichiometry, significant digits, scientific notation, basic dimensional analysis, the structure of an atom, basic stuff. It's a lot. Like, for example, you have a quiz on Friday in nomenclature. And that's coming up quick. So it's a lot of information, but it is stuff that you have already done. So kind of just buckle down and make sure that you review it so you feel like you're at a level that you can move forward with the content, but don't panic. It's all review. Then Unit 1 is Atomic Structure and Properties. This is where AP Chem will really start, and we'll start that on August 25th. It's AP Chem, but I would say 85% of it is review from Cap Chemistry. Our Cap Chem program here really prepares you in terms of the content, so you will see that this is the easiest unit of the year. So it's a great unit for me to be out. Unit 2 will start, but I'll be back on like the second or third day of Unit 2. So you don't need to stress. I will be there to cover everything from Unit 2 with you. So the good news is I have a video for almost every day of class, particularly Unit 1, which is the important unit because it's actual AP Chem material. Unit 0, I don't, but I have the keys for everything, and the sub will be able to teach that to you because, again, it's review. Canvas will be organized by date in the modules to make it easier to follow. And again, all the stuff that you're going to be learning for the next 4 weeks is the easy stuff. The downside, I think, is that I won't be around to discuss if you are nervous about the course or you want to drop the course. Most of the time, I do not recommend dropping the course. If you did well or you were interested in Cap Chem environment, you can do well in AP Chem. My kids did fantastic the last 2 years on the AP Chem exam, like unbelievably fantastic. I'll show you the scores, once we kind of get closer to the AP exam, but I have 99.5% pass rate. Everyone does fantastic. So you can be successful in here. Even if it's a challenge, even if you're a little overwhelmed, you can be successful. However, if this is not the class for you, they won't be able to talk to me about it and about whether or not you think it's the class for you. And so what I would do is go back to your Cap Chem teacher if they're still here and kind of talk to them. But for most of you, I really think that this is the place for you, and I will be happy to help you as much as I can when I get back. Here's the units that we're going to cover in this class. We've got atomic structure and properties, compound structure and properties, substances and mixtures, which Unit 3 is kind of a hodgepodge of a whole bunch of cool stuff. Chemical reactions, kinetics, thermochem, equilibrium, acids and bases, and thermodynamics and electrochem. And the exam weighting on the side is just how much that's weighted on the AP exam in May, so you can kind of see what the important units are that we're really going to hit home, and what some of the units that are a little less important are. Syllabus is posted on Canvas. I know you probably don't want to ever read that, but if you ever need it, you do not have a hard copy for your reference, though. That's a mistake on the slide. It's just on Canvas. Basic expectations, you'll sit in your assigned seat because I want to learn your names. Obviously, you'll have a sub, so if the sub does something different, just do what they say. Phones, I'd already made this slideshow when we got the new updates, but phones need to be in your bag. Do not put them in the phone holder. They need to be away in your bag. Do not have them out ever. That's obviously the new law. So just kind of watch that, but have your Chromebook. And then backpacks every day when you come in will actually be left at the back of the room, not on the lab benches, not by your desk. As you notice, my room is long and narrow. So when you come in, you'll get used to it. Come in the back, put your backpack at the back, and then just bring what you need for chemistry up to your desk. Make sure you have your Chromebook every single day in class. No exceptions. Make sure you have it. Notes, everything will be on Canvas. You're going to get a packet from the sub for all the units and from me when I get back. And then Canvas will have everything you need, files, keys, how to submit things, OWL, which is our online homework, and everything will be there. Once we start the AP content, the notes, we're going to call them the I do, we do, you do notes. The keys for those will be at the front. You'll always have the keys to almost every practice we do, like available to you at all times. So you'll be able to check them as you go. And then you also picked up the back today 2 reference sheets. You got a periodic table and a AP Chem test reference sheet. Those are yours to keep, to use. You can't use them on tests, but you will use them for everything else. I recommend getting a binder with clear, like that kind of clear, slip in the front. And I would put your periodic table in the front, and I would put your reference sheet in the back. And then inside, I would put your notes packets. And your lab notebook. I would keep everything for chemistry in this binder. And I would just every day bring your binder up, and inside it's got your notes, it's got your lab notebook, it's got your reference sheets, it's got any extra work on a notebook. Keep it all together. When I come back, if you haven't done this, I'm going to really highly encourage you to do this to keep your life organized. Everything that you will need will be on the Canvas page. I will have a video walking you through the Canvas page, hopefully uploaded for you as well. But if not, just go to the modules and look at it. It's by date. It is super easy, super organized, so you can kind of check out where everything is, and you can kind of see how the units will be structured, when the tests are, etc. Typical day in class, you'll come in, you'll put your backpacks in the back. You'll sometimes have a do now or a warm up. You won't with the sub. I got rid of those with the sub because it's just too much to kind of organize and grade and do all that. But when I get back, we'll do that more often. You'll have your notes or activity on the topic for the day or some sort of lab or whatever it is. And then typically you'll finish with the you do questions. You'll work on your OWL homework or topic questions or AP classroom progress checks. But everything that you'll need for each day will be in Canvas. And of course, I blinked this out because we won't do nows with the sub, just to make life easier. The key to success for AP is practicing. Honestly, the more you practice, the more you do the problems, the better off you'll be. And I can prove it with data. My kids who do the practice problems and really work and learn how to do them all do well in my tests, and then also subsequently do well in the AP exams. So it's just the way it is. I do not overload you with work. I really don't. I give you a lot of time in class. You will not have more homework than you can handle because I realize you're in a ton of AP classes. However, if you don't do the practice problems, you will not be successful. So you do need to do the work that I assigned. And we'll have the I do, we do, you do notes. Those will start with Unit 1. That's like kind of the official start to the class in a week or so. Your work will be checked. The keys are located up at the front, but that will be an important kind of part of your day. Each day is doing those practice problems. Grading. Major grades 70%. You'll have unit exams. You'll take 2 before I get back, and then when I get back, you'll take 2 every 6 weeks. Minor grades are 20%. We do not do quizzes in this class, at least not regularly. OWL, which is our online homework database, it is at home. OWL is 10 tries for each question, and you get about 1 to 2 OWLs a unit, and they're all on Canvas. Like you can see them already there. The deadlines, the due dates are already all uploaded and ready to go for you. Those will be minor grades, and labs are minor grades as well. Other grades will be practice questions, progress checks, various activities, etc. Bottom line, next 2 weeks, I know I won't be there, but they will be spent solidifying and examining your CAP Chem knowledge, or the fundamentals of chemistry. We expect that you know 10th grade chemistry. Like when you start this class, you're expected to know that. You'll need to be pretty solid on Unit 0 to be successful in this class, which if you signed up for this class, you probably will be, okay? And I would also make sure you hopefully have a good, strong background in Algebra 2. This is a pretty math-heavy class, so when we do the math problems for the next 2 weeks, make sure you're really focused on those. And then ultimately, at the end of the day, like this is a challenging but super rewarding course. I'm really passionate about it. I hope you know someone that took the class in the past that can talk to you about it, because I think generally my kids really enjoyed it. They feel like they get a lot out of it. And just like in life, this class is going to be, what you put into it is what you're going to get out of it. So you determine if you're successful, right? It's challenging, but if you put the work in and you make the most out of this opportunity, you can do very, very well in AP Chem. I'm really excited to work with you. I can't wait to get back and just get started on this year. It's going to be fantastic. So that is all I've got for today and for this video. You are actually going to do this. You're going to find out the thickness of a piece of aluminum foil. And so kind of here's the instructions that you're going to be actually going through with the sub. He's got everything kind of ready to go for you. Have fun, enjoy it. And then tomorrow I will have a second video walking you through OWL and everything like that. And that you won't watch in class. I'll just probably have that posted on Canvas for you. So hopefully you have a great rest of your first day of school. Enjoy it. And I can't wait to see you guys in September.